This is WDHN News at 6.
Paying the proper respects. I'm Gary Bruce, and the shape of a cemetery is our top story. Well, you may remember the 2002 tornado that destroyed Abbeville High School, but what you may not remember was the damage it did to the city's historical cemetery, a cemetery where people that were prominent in Abbeville's history are laid to rest. WDHN's L. Alexander reports why some people think an all-out effort should be made to shape up the burial ground.
People say I'm crazy because I love this old place. I really don't care.
Don't care what the living think, but Sylvia Clark, or more fondly known as the Cemetery Lady, and the leaders of Abbeville want to make sure those who have passed will rest peacefully.
They were the pioneers and the founders of this community, but they have nobody left. So there's no one here to help them make this resting place as comforting as it should be for them. The stories that are told here in this cemetery are the stories of this area, how it grew, how it prospered. Let's go see Captain Stokes. Would you like to? This is Captain Stokes. He ordered the firing of the last shot of the Civil War to be fired in Phoenix City, Alabama.
Captain Stokes, Governor William Oates' mother, and the families without any names.
And this was obviously a family plot. See where the lines had been laid out? And it's all gone now. We don't know who lives here. They're home, but we just can't get anybody to answer the door.
And without getting in touch with the family, the city goes through a rigorous process to help fix the Pioneer Cemetery.
I think that's where it hit first. Look at this one.
Practically $100,000 worth of damage from the same tornado that took out the high school. The cemetery committee in Abbeville is working to put it on the National Registry. And the only way to fix the broken home is through donations.
Now there's the force of the tornado.
Because it will take more than Sylvia Clark to keep the stories alive. To her, the people are gone, but not forgotten. In Abbeville, L. Alexander, WDHN News.
Visitors in Abbeville will be giving cemetery tours the night before Yada Abba Day coming up this year. An Ozark man died late last night after wrecking his motorcycle. 43-year-old William Solinsky crashed near the water treatment plant on Highway 123. Solinsky, according to investigators, ran off the road and struck a tree. Dothan police are expected to charge 2 people with breaking into a home where a woman was at home today. It happened in an upscale community along South Beverly Road. The woman called officers when she heard someone trying to force open the front door of her house. Police later stopped a car a short distance away where they took a man and woman into custody. Both are tonight in jail. People in Dothan got a visit from gubernatorial candidate Bradley Byrne today. Byrne is best known as the chancellor of Alabama's 2-year college system. Byrne spoke at the Wiregrass Rehab Center to address what he called an issue-oriented crowd. Byrne says he lives by the 3 E's: ethics reform, education reform, and economic development. But one important concern is the state's small businesses.
We need to give them some tax breaks. We've been trying to do that in Montgomery when I was in the Senate before then for a long time. And the special interests don't want them to have those breaks because they want to keep that revenue coming into Montgomery instead of keeping it in the hands of small business people who will use that money to develop their businesses.
Byrne considers himself as a conservative reformer. He won the first Republican straw poll for the 2010 gubernatorial campaign. Fans in every Wiregrass community are gearing up for football season. In less than an hour, the Slocum Red Tops will kick off their season against the Cottonwood Bears. WDHN's Amanda Hall stopped by Zach's restaurant today, where it was buzzing with anticipation.